Well, new details about how a toddler died in Milford. Medical examiner's office says 1-year-old Eleanora McLaughlin died of hypothermia. They ruled that the death was accidental. McLaughlin was found unresponsive at a home in Milford in late December. Under Maine state law, all deaths involving children under the age of 3 are investigated by state police.
And the grandmother of Eleanor McLaughlin was arrested Tuesday. That's according to our media partner, WMTW. Bangor police confirm 53-year-old Michelle Dupuis is facing criminal restraint charges. Police say at the request of DHHS, they went to Dupuis' Bald Mountain Drive home for a custodial dispute Tuesday morning. The children involved were taken into DHHS custody following the arrest. Eleanor's mother, Erica McLaughlin, confirmed to WMTW Dupuis is her mother. Erica McLaughlin, who lives out of state, said in January her estranged husband was raising their children, a 2-year-old boy and 1-year-old twins, including Eleanora. She also said there were multiple Department of Health and Human Services investigations regarding her children.